Let me tell you something that almost nobody in the AI conversation is saying out loud. The people who are going to be replaced are not the ones who lack technical skills. They are the ones who lack one specific human skill that machines fundamentally cannot replicate. Not with bigger models, not with faster processing, not with more data. And here is the uncomfortable part. Most of us have been slowly losing this skill for years without even realizing it. Not because we are lazy, not because we are uninspired, because the world around us has been systematically training it out of us. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what this skill is, why it is the most important future-proof career skill in the AI era, and how to start building it today with what you already have. If you want to stay irreplaceable as AI automation accelerates, this might be the most important conversation you have this year. If you're new here, this channel breaks down the psychology behind why smart people feel stuck and what actually moves the needle. Subscribe and hit the bell. Real quick before we go, if you are worried about AI taking your job or making your skills obsolete, comment yes right now. I want to see how many of us are thinking about this. Now let's get into something that is going to completely change how you see the AI era. Here's the frame I want you to hold before we go anywhere else, because without it, the rest of this conversation is easy to underestimate. Most people are asking the wrong questions about AI. They ask which jobs are safe, which industries will survive, which technical skills they should learn to stay relevant. Those are not bad questions, but they are downstream from the real question. And the real question is this: what is the fundamental cognitive operation that creates value in a world where machines can execute faster, process more information, and produce outputs more consistently than any individual human? Because once you can answer that clearly, the specific job and industry and skill set questions answer themselves. And when you look at it honestly, the answer points to one place. Artificial intelligence is, at its most precise technical description, a pattern recognition and pattern reproduction system of extraordinary capability. It ingests enormous amounts of existing information, finds the statistical regularities within that information, and produces outputs that fit those patterns with a speed and accuracy no human can match. This is genuinely remarkable. In many domains, AI already outperforms human specialists by every measurable standard. But here is the structural boundary that does not get discussed clearly enough. AI excels, absolutely excels, when the situation fits a known pattern. It struggles, fundamentally struggles, when the problem has not been solved before in quite this form, when the right first move is to question whether the pattern itself is the correct frame, when the most important thing is not finding the answer but figuring out what the real question actually is. That cognitive operation, the one that happens before pattern matching even begins, cannot be automated. Its name is independent thinking, and I want to spend the rest of this video showing you exactly why it is rare, why it is powerful, and how to build it in a way that compounds over time. Here is the part almost nobody is saying clearly. The skill that makes you irreplaceable is not learning every AI tool available. It is not pivoting to a field that feels more human. It is not getting a certification in prompt engineering or AI ethics or any other credential that was invented 18 months ago. All of those things matter at the margins. But the root skill, the one that every one of those moves depends on for its actual value, is the ability to think clearly, originally, and rigorously in situations where no established playbook exists. To reason from first principles when the map runs out. To ask the question that reframes everything before anyone else in the room has realized the current frame is wrong. That is independent thinking. Not as a vague virtue, but as a specific, trainable, daily practice. And it is the one thing that is becoming more valuable as everything around it gets automated. Let me tell you about a woman I will call Rachel. She spent 12 years as a content strategist at a mid-sized marketing agency. Good at her job, highly regarded. The kind of person who had built genuine expertise over a long career. Then, over about 80 months, starting in late 2023, she watched her entire core function get absorbed by AI tools. The content briefs that used to take her team 3 days were being produced in 20 minutes. The keyword research, the competitor analysis, the first drafts, all of it faster, all of it cheaper, all of it available to anyone with a subscription. Most people in that position panic. Rachel did not. She did not immediately start learning a new technical skill to stay one step ahead of the automation. Instead, She sat honestly with a question most people are too scared to ask. What is the thing I do that actually creates value? Not the work itself, but the thinking underneath it. And when she stayed with that question long enough, the answer became clear. It was not the content. It was judgment. What story to tell? To whom? At what moment? In a way so specific to that client's situation that no general-purpose tool could produce it without someone who genuinely understood the problem in the room. The content was the output. The thinking was the product. Rachel rebuilt her positioning around that insight entirely. She stopped presenting herself as someone who produced content and started presenting herself as someone who figured out the specific story a specific business needed to tell at a specific moment, and then directed the AI tools to execute it. Her income went up. Her hours went down. Her clients valued her more than they had when she was doing the execution herself. Not because she had learned a new technical skill, because she had gotten clear about what her actual value had always been, and stopped hiding it underneath the execution that the machines now did faster. That is the whole lesson in one story. The real value does not live in the doing. It lives in the thinking that directs the doing, and that thinking is yours. Have you ever had a moment where you realized the work you were being paid for was not actually the valuable part? That the valuable part was the thinking underneath it. Something you had never named. Drop a yes or no in the comments right now, because I genuinely believe more people have had that moment than ever admit it out loud, and naming it is the first step toward building on it. Now, here is something uncomfortable that most conversations about AI never get to. The reason most people are not developing independent thinking is not that they are incapable of it. Every single person watching this video has the raw cognitive equipment required. The reason is structural. The information environment most people are living in right now is actively working against the development of this skill. And I want to be specific about the mechanism, because understanding the mechanism is what makes it possible to opt out. Every time you scroll a social platform, the algorithm selects content that confirms what you already believe, triggers the emotional responses that maximize your time on the app, and keeps you consuming rather than thinking. You are rarely exposed to information that genuinely challenges a belief you hold. You are rarely in a position of sitting with a difficult question long enough to work through it honestly. You are rarely engaging with a perspective so different from your own that it requires you to either build a real rebuttal or honestly update your position. Instead, you consume quickly, constantly, at a volume and velocity that produces intellectual passivity dressed up as being informed. Here is what that actually costs you. Have you ever noticed how hard it is to sit with a genuinely difficult question? One without a quick answer? Without reaching for your phone or changing the subject? That difficulty is not a personality trait. It is a trained response. Thinking is a skill, not a fixed capacity you were born with. A trainable, losable skill. Every time you outsource a conclusion to someone else, a commentator, a headline, an algorithm, a confident person with a platform, instead of reasoning your way to it yourself, you make a small withdrawal from your capacity for independent thought. And most people are making dozens of those withdrawals every single day. The result, accumulated over years, is a mind where opinions are strong and reasoning is weak, where people know what they think, but have almost no practice building the actual argument for why. Where sitting with a hard question and working through it honestly has become so uncomfortable that most people have developed systems for avoiding it without even recognizing that is what they are doing. This is not a character failure. It is the entirely predictable result of an environment engineered to bypass your deliberate reasoning and go straight to your emotional reactions. Now, connect that to your career. Look at what work AI is replacing first. It is jobs built around execution within established patterns, producing outputs that match recognized templates, analyzing data within fixed parameters, following clear processes toward defined outcomes. These are not easy skills in human terms. Many of them required years to develop, but they share one thing. The core cognitive operation is execution, not judgment. And execution is exactly what AI does best. The work that is becoming more valuable, the future-proof work in the AI era, requires judgment in genuinely novel situations. Building a frame when no frame exists, knowing what question to ask before any data is available to analyze, understanding human beings at a level of contextual complexity that no training set fully captures. Independent thinking is the engine underneath all of that work. and the environment most people are living in is quietly draining that engine every day while they scroll. There's also a specific kind of problem that sits at the top of this value hierarchy, and it is worth naming directly. The problem that is genuinely uncomfortable to think through. The kind where the honest answer is unclear, where your initial framing might be wrong, where the person paying for a solution needs someone who can stay in that discomfort rather than escaping to the nearest convenient answer. These problems exist in every field: strategy, leadership, medicine, law, engineering, education, finance. Every domain that creates significant value is full of them. They are the problems where the most experienced people in the room say this is complicated and genuinely mean it. They are also the problems that command the highest compensation and the deepest professional respect. But the daily habit of escaping ambiguity by grabbing a quick conclusion from the nearest confident source trains your brain to treat the discomfort of genuine complexity as a signal to exit. Every time you practice that exit, you widen the gap between where you stop and where the real value lives. That is the hidden cost almost nobody names. Not that you are becoming uninformed, that you are becoming cognitively allergic to exactly the situations that reward the most. Let me make this concrete across 3 specific domains, because here is what almost nobody realizes, and it could completely change how you think about your next career move. In sales, the reps being automated out are the ones who follow scripts, handle objections with memorized responses, and execute a defined process efficiently. AI tools do that better now. The reps who are becoming irreplaceable are the ones who listen at a level of genuine attention that lets them understand what the person in front of them actually needs, not what the product is designed to solve, but what is really going on. They ask questions that the client did not know they needed to be asked. They recognize when the problem the client says they have is not actually the problem they have. That is not a sales technique. That is independent thinking applied to a human conversation in real time. In management, the managers being made redundant are the ones whose primary function is monitoring output, coordinating schedules, and producing reports, all of which software now handles faster. The managers who are becoming more valuable are the ones who navigate genuinely novel people problems. The team that is underperforming in a way that no standard framework addresses. The conflict with a history too specific and too human for any process to have anticipated. The decision about which direction to take when the data genuinely does not point clearly anywhere. Those situations require judgment that is built through thinking, not through In medicine, the diagnostic functions that can be expressed as pattern matching are already being replicated by AI systems with accuracy that rivals human specialists in some domains. The physicians who are becoming more valuable are the ones who navigate the cases that do not fit the pattern. The patient whose presentation is atypical. The family whose understanding of their situation requires careful, specific, human communication that no algorithm can deliver. The clinical judgment about whether the diagnosis itself is the right frame. The pattern is identical across every domain. AI executes within known patterns. Humans create value when the map runs out, and the fuel for that value is independent thinking. Now let me describe what highly developed independent thinking actually looks like in practice, because I want you to see clearly what you are building toward. The first thing it looks like is the ability to separate what you know from what you assume. This sounds simple and is not. Most people, when they engage with a problem, cannot reliably draw that line. They treat their assumptions as established facts, and their interpretations as direct observations. A person with genuine thinking discipline can sit with a problem and sort the information into clear categories. What is actually verified? What is inferred from incomplete evidence? What is assumed without direct support? And what is genuinely unknown? That sorting process alone, before any analysis begins, changes the quality of every decision that follows. Because decisions built on clearly labeled assumptions can be updated cleanly when new evidence arrives. Decisions built on assumptions that were quietly promoted to facts produce defensiveness, because updating the decision means admitting the foundation was never solid. The second thing it looks like is comfort with genuine ambiguity. Most people experience real discomfort when a situation does not have a clear answer. That discomfort pushes toward premature closure, grabbing the first plausible answer rather than staying in the question long enough to find the right one. The person with developed independent thinking has built a tolerance for that discomfort. They have learned to hold open questions, open for as long as the situation requires. That tolerancia, that specific capacity to stay in the uncertainty rather than escaping it, is what produces the quality of reasoning that commands genuine respect. Because the problems that reward that tolerance are the most valuable problems in any field, the ones everyone else resolves too quickly. The ones that produce the best outcomes when someone is willing to stay uncomfortable long enough to actually understand them. The third thing it looks like is the habit of steelmaning, not just encountering opposing views, but genuinely constructing the strongest possible version of a position you disagree with, and engaging with that version rather than a weakened distortion of it. Most people, when they encounter a view they reject, find the weakest expression of it and argue against that. It feels like winning. It produces almost nothing useful. The person who can build the best case for the opposing position, who can say, here is the most honest argument for the other side. Here is exactly where I think it is still wrong. And here is a specific reason why is doing something cognitively that no AI can replicate. Because it requires genuine perspective taking at a level of nuance and intellectual honesty that training data does not fully encode. And here is the thing I want to say before we move to the practical section, because I do not want this video to leave it implicit. Independent thinking is not just a career skill. It is a life skill in the deepest sense. The same capacity that makes you irreplaceable professionally. The ability to reason clearly under genuine uncertainty. To hold complexity without collapsing it prematurely. To update your beliefs when evidence warrants it. That capacity is also what makes you genuinely harder to manipulate. Harder to mislead. More capable of making decisions that reflect your actual values, rather than the values of whoever most recently captured your attention. In a world becoming noisier, faster, more algorithmically curated, and more deliberately designed to bypass rational deliberation and go straight to emotional reaction. The ability to slow down and reason, honestly, is not just a professional advantage. It is a form of personal sovereignty. The difference between being the author of your conclusions and being the audience for them. Think about the decisions you have made in the last 2 years that you later regretted, not the ones that turned out badly, due to bad luck. Outcomes involve luck. The ones where, looking back, the reasoning was weak, where you knew something felt off, but moved forward anyway, where you outsourced a conclusion you should have built yourself. Every one of those decisions had a cost, and the compounded difference between decisions made with strong reasoning and decisions made with weak reasoning over a lifetime is genuinely enormous. Not in any single dramatic moment, in the aggregate shape of the life you end up living. Let me say something about that aggregate that I think is genuinely underappreciated. Most people think about thinking skills the way they think about most skills, as something useful to have when the situation demands it. You need to make an important decision, so you think carefully. You face a hard problem, so you engage seriously. And what that produces over time is not just better big decisions, it is a calibrated intuition, a sense of judgment that has been exercised so consistently across so many real situations that it becomes fast and reliable in ways that deliberate, effortful reasoning cannot match in real time. The expert chess player does not consciously calculate every variation on every move. Their years of deliberate practice have built a pattern recognition that is faster and more accurate than calculation. Independent thinking, practiced consistently, does the same thing. It builds a quality of judgment that eventually operates below the level of conscious effort, producing better outcomes, not just when you work hard at a problem, but in the moment-to-moment texture of how you engage with everything. Now I want to be direct about AI itself, because I do not want this video to leave you with a purely defensive framing. AI is not only a threat, it is one of the most powerful tools any individual has ever had access to. And the people who benefit most from it are not the ones most afraid of it. They are the ones who think most clearly about what it is genuinely good at, what it is genuinely limited by, and how to direct its capabilities toward problems that matter. The tool amplifies your thinking, which means the quality of your thinking determines the quality of what the tool produces for you. A person with weak, independent thinking using powerful AI produces wrong answers faster and at greater scale. A person with strong, independent thinking using the same tools produces value that was not previously available to any individual. The AI era does not make thinking less important. It makes thinking the only variable that compounds in your favor as everything else gets automated.